everybody, I'm back. And today I thought I'd talk a little bit about the business of nails. Today I thought I'd talk about what it means to be a booth renter. This is kind of a unique situation within the salon community that at least I don't know of anything similar to it in other industries. So when you work in the beauty industry, whether you're a nail technician, an esthetician, or a cosmetologist, there's a few different employment choices that you have depending on what state you're in. I can only speak to California. Most states have something similar. So obviously your first option is hourly pay. You get a W-2. The salon owner tells you when you're there, what services you have to do, all that jazz. You're an employee, so you got to listen to everything they say. In the state of California, we no longer have commission only. You have two choices, hourly or booth rent. Now, booth rent is like it sounds. You are basically subleasing out a space in someone else's business. There's usually a rental contract that you have to sign, and most cities require you to have a business license. So you are your own little business. And except for a few things, the salon owner can't really tell you much. They can't tell you when to be there. They can't tell you what services you provide. They can't tell you how much you charge for them. They can't tell you how or how often you need to market yourself. They can't tell you what products to use. So all those things are your responsibility. And while it sounds kind of scary, it's really not. And what you get in exchange for that is totally worth it. You decide if you want to work early in the morning, you can. If you want to work late at night, you can. If you want to work on weekends, you can. If you don't want to work on weekends, you don't have to. You get to decide what services you offer. If you don't want to do pedicures, you don't have to. If you only want to do crazy acrylic nails, you can. If you only want to do natural nails, you can. You get to decide what product lines you use. Now, in some salons, the salon owner will provide some products, but you don't have to use them. You can bring in your own. Other salons don't provide any. You have to provide everything. It just depends on that salon and what that salon owner chooses to provide. Now, with that in mind, if a salon does provide your product, your booth rent is probably going to be higher than if you provide your own. So that's just something to keep in mind. You also have to provide all your own implements, brushes, cuticle pushers, if you are a cosmetologist, your own scissors, that kind of stuff. Also, as a booth renter, you are responsible for making sure that you are up to state board standard. If state board comes in and sees a violation, you and the salon owner will get the fine. Now, some hourly places will do the same as well. Being a booth renter also means that you are responsible for getting yourself clients. You are responsible for marketing yourself. Now, some salons are busier than others. Some salons will have clients that they can give you, depending on how busy the other nail technicians are. If they're very busy, then they probably can't take new clients, and just all new clients would go to you because you're new and you're still building your clientele, and the other technicians just simply can't take them. I'm kind of in that situation right now at my salon. The nail techs that I have, one is absolutely taking no new clients. Another one is almost there, and we have nobody to refer them to. So if you're a nail technician and you're looking for a booth to rent, contact me. I need somebody. Now, with all this responsibility comes something that I cherish a great deal in this life, and that's my freedom. I want the freedom to choose when I work, where I work, with whom I work with. If there's a particular client that the two of you just don't mesh, you don't have to take that client. In an hourly situation, you would, if that's what the salon owner chooses. If you're a new nail technician, in my opinion, booth rent is probably not for you at this moment. If you're freshly out of school, you probably don't have a clientele. And this is very important if you are going to booth rent. If you're right out of school and booth renting is your goal, get a job hourly. It's gonna honestly suck for a minute because nobody wants to work for low pay. And hourly nail technician jobs are usually on the lower end, usually minimum wage plus tips. But if you commit to working at least a year, sometimes two, depending on how you do, as an hourly employee, you'll do two things. You'll get really good fast, because you'll have to, and two, you'll start building relationships with clientele. So when you are ready to booth rent, sometimes even within the same salon, you can move from hourly to booth rent. Those clients will follow you because after a while, yes, they're coming to you for your skills and your knowledge, but after that, after you've proven yourself, they're coming back for you. They want to spend time with you. They want to have conversations with you. You build real friendships and real relationships in this industry. And that, again, is one of the big pluses of booth renting. So put in your time, and eventually, probably within a year or two, you should be ready to booth rent. Also, if one of your long-term goals is to own your own salon, booth renting is a great way to kind of practice. You'll be responsible for almost all the same things that the salon owner is responsible for, but on a smaller scale. So you'll have to do the marketing, do the advertising, keep your area clean, order products, do inventory, do paperwork, bookkeeping, accounting. You'll have to do all of that. And honestly, starting as a booth renter in prelude to salon ownership is an excellent way to just slide right in to salon ownership. Really, the only difference is your lease on your space and your business insurance. For me, booth renting was the best decision I ever made. It's what led me into salon ownership. It gave me the freedom I really craved and wanted. To be honest, when I was working hourly, I felt a little bit soul crushed. I always felt that I could do things differently or better, have different procedures, but as an hourly person, it's not really up to you. You can make suggestions, but at the end of the day, the salon owners, it's their salon. They can run it however they want. So when it's your salon, you can run it however you want. So yeah, I was extremely happy. I worked in hourly for about 2 years before I made a full transition into booth renting. And then it was a couple years after that that I got my first space. And now I have 2 salons. Booth renting is a great way to gain independence, become financially secure, free. You also can charge what you feel you are worth, what your time is worth to you. And as long as your client agrees, you'll do great. So yeah, I hope this little video on what booth renting is helpful. Maybe I'll do more videos about the business of nails, aesthetics, hair. We'll grow together in our business endeavors. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. You can also reach out to me on my Instagram, which is @thenailcoven SD. So if you liked this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Make sure and subscribe and hit the notifications bell so that you know when I upload new videos. Because you don't want to miss them. I mean, right? I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.